I want to give a big salute to Jerron Boots Ennis for his performance, dominated in spectacular fashion. But I'm not going to act like I was not disappointed in the performance of Canada's Custio Clayton. He looked like he was all too happy to take that loss. You know what I'm saying? Big Kool-Aid smile on your face after you just get knocked out. I don't know if he was embarrassed or, if he was just happy to be there. I don't know the case. I didn't know a lot about Custio Clayton. I watched a handful of his fights and I watched some highlights. And the most I could say is I was really hoping that he would at least take Jerron Boots Ennis, past 6 rounds. I had no stretch of the imagination that he was going to be able to beat Jerron Boots Ennis. You could just see it was too much of a gap between talent, period, point blank, physically, mentally, just what Jerron Boots Ennis brings to the table. You could tell that, Custio Clayton was going to be food, but I didn't think he was going to be an amuse-bouche. I didn't think he was going to be an appetizer. I thought he would at least be enough to help us get a better gauge on what Jerron Boots Ennis really is when it comes to this division. If he's really, I know I would love to see him fight Errol Spence, even though, they say there's levels to this game. You know what I mean? I would love to see him fight Terrence Bud Crawford. But any fight right now that interferes with that fight, I don't even want to think about it. No fight at all needs to come in between Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford at this moment in time. So I don't even want to entertain the idea of Jerron Boots Ennis fighting either one of these guys right now. I would love to see him fight a higher level of competition. There's nothing much you can say about this fight. He just knocked him out with a shot, similar to how he knocked out Delorme. Shot kind of right up in here that discombobulated his man and sent him across the ring all wobbly, walking on Bambi legs. So it is what it is. But I would love to see him fight some tougher competition so we can see the grit and to see, the ebbs and flows and just something that's going to really, like they say, iron sharpen iron, but cotton only makes it shine. I thought at least we was going to see him fight against somebody that was going to get a little bit of, put a little bit more into refining him and sharpening him and getting him nice and crispy and sharp. But that's not the case. He just cut right through him. It was a cotton ball. And I don't want to disrespect anybody and call them tomato cans and bums and none of that. To me, Custio Clayton looked like he was a game fighter in other fights, solid competitor, strong, had some kind of potential. I didn't think he was on the level of Jerron Boots Ennis, but I thought he would at least, be a great, not stepping stone, but a great opponent that would bring out a few more intangibles of Jerron Boots Ennis. So that's still yet to be seen. He still is fighting competitors that's just not even in his level. You know what I'm saying? Just too high caliber for these guys that he's fighting against. So I would like to see him fight against a Virgil Ortiz or what's his name? I would love to see him fight. I really would love this. Honestly, I would just love to see him fight Keith Thurman. That's the fight that needs to be made. If he can't get Keith Thurman, he should go and fight that dude that beat Blair the Flair. What was that dude name? Alexis Rocha. Maybe he can fight Alexis Rocha because at least we've seen him knock out Blair the Flair. If not, then Conor Benn. I would maybe see Jerron Boots Ennis versus Conor Benn or something like that. Somebody that's a little bit higher up in rankings. You know what I'm saying? But really, the only fight I would want to see Jerron Boots Ennis in at this current time, the fight that will show me everything I need to know about Jerron Boots Ennis, will be a fight against him and Keith One-Time Thurman. That fight would show me everything I need to know about Jerron Boots Ennis if he fights Keith Thurman and is able to really take advantage of the fact that we all know that Keith Thurman, has some low blow issues. If you hit him to the stomach a certain time, a certain way, in between breaths or whatever, you can really have him taken off his mouthpiece. But we haven't seen him get dropped by a body shot. So I would love to see Keith Thurman against Jerron Boots Ennis. But in the meantime, I'm gonna say salute to Jerron Boots Ennis for putting on a great performance against what they had him in the ring against. Custio Clayton, no disrespect, but I really was disappointed in what I saw from you. I was really hoping that you could bring more to the table and just show your grit, show how much of a warrior that you are, and not have these whispers now of maybe you just came in to lay down. And I don't want to never put that jacket on anybody, but at the same time, what I saw, I really wasn't impressed with Custio Clayton at all whatsoever. But he took a big shot. It is what it is. Hopefully he can go on and rebuild to have another great fight. But I think that's probably, I don't see, it's probably the last we've seen of Custio Clayton off this performance. You know what I'm saying? This is Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis, man, start campaigning for a fight with Keith Thurman. That's what I want to see. I know you want to fight, the top guys. I know you want Errol Spence, and I know you want Terrence Bud Crawford. But please, do me this favor, man. Fight one time Keith Thurman. He's only got one loss to Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman is still, in many people's eyes, could be a champion. He could be a champion. He just finished knocking out, or he just finished beating Mario Barrios. He looked in excellent shape. He looked like he turned back the hands of time a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great fight. Keith one-time Thurman against Jaron Boots Ennis. Make it happen. Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. Salute, salute, salute. Bye.